This is WTF is Wake the Talk Up. Today we're talking about the nuts and bolts of our intensive online course. Our next cohort begins May 6th, so we want to tell you everything you need to know about why it's so awesome and why you should join us. So the first thing to really share about the intensive online course is all of this is grounded in our private community. Allison, you want to share a little bit about our community and what makes it so special?
Yeah, so we are hosting our community on this excellent platform service called Mighty Networks, which allows us to create a private community where anyone who joins, the only thing they're talking about there is communication and related items. So there's no unfortunately, there's no cute puppy stream that you can get lost in for millennia. And it's also it's also a place where all of our resources are kept. All of our courses are able to be purchased from there. We have a feed that has we have a curated by ourselves, a feed that is daily inspirations. And I think we post about 5 times a week, blog posts, videos, external inspiration that we found, other resources that we've created. And other people are encouraged to post their own communication issues and questions and wonderings that they have on there and share it with the community, so there can be interactivity, so there can be process happening in the written form as well as in the talking form, since communication is not only about talking at this point, and there's a lot of communication that happens online and in written forms.
And it's also a form of practice in that way. Sorry to cut you off, Allison, but it's a form of practice when people share their challenging communication experiences or their victories or their request for support. It's an opportunity to practice, and it's an opportunity to get really directed guidance from Allison and I. We're on there literally every day, chiming in and providing our perspective based on our proprietary tools.
And that's just the feed, which is accessible to everyone who joins our network. Now, once you join the network, which is free to join, you have an option to pay to join any of our classes. We have our 88 founding members, which also has some resources, some videos, some presencing exercises. What else is in there? Is that basically it?
Those are the main things, but I'll add a video series that tells you a bit about the tools and approaches we use in the intensive online course, and a library that we're constantly updating of our favorite books, podcasts, other outside inspiration, some of which actually all of which has influenced our approach to Wake the Talk Up.
Yeah, and that's the 88 founding members course. We also have our online intensive course, which is something that runs, we talk about it in a lot of these other episodes. Our next one is May 6th. It's running for 7 weeks. It's about a 22-hour curriculum, meeting twice.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. You should join it. And so all of this is findable through our Wake the Talk Up community online. And the other thing that we want to talk about community in general is that it is sort of the juice and the container that creates the magic around Wake the Talk Up, because we are an interactive, participatory platform where people come with openness, with their whole selves. They come with empathy and vulnerability to be supportive and to be supported.
Yeah.
And there's a richness and wisdom that comes from this collective community that, is hard to come by necessarily in today's social network or in today's work environment, or sometimes even in your own family, it's hard to have that community. Yeah. So this is really, we found that it really fills that need for a lot of people.
In fact, we just received a testimonial from one of our past participants, and she reflected the community was one of the key differentiators in her experience that allowed her to have such a profound shift. Check out our last episode for more on that. So the community is one aspect of the intensive online course. And as we said, it's an aspect of all of our courses, all of the ways that we teach our curriculum to individuals. To tell you a little bit more about the nuts and bolts of the intensive online course, the one that's starting on May 6th, this one runs for 7 weeks. So we meet 7 times, Fridays, 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific time for a live course session. And during that time, we deliver some new tools and concepts. We do hot seat coaching. We have lots of experiential learning, and we basically practice all of the tools that we are teaching. We have a second time that we meet during each week, but we call the integration session. And this is a time for people to really bring an experience that they've had to integrate and reflect on all of the tools that we've learned so far. So we're building kind of this, building these layers every week, where we're deepening all of the tools that we've transmitted week after week. In between live course sessions, we also have hot tip videos that are little quick bites to refresh the key concepts that we've learned. And finally, we have partner work. So if you're needing a more intimate one-on-one connection, an accountability kind of element, we provide that structure as well. And we have people that have continued to meet with their partner even after the course experience has ended, because it's just been so valuable for them.
Yes. And I want to add 2 things. The hot tips are like cliff notes, essentially, so that if you miss a class, it's a really quick way to catch up, or if you just want to review. And we also post the recorded sessions, that each session, the integration session and the course sessions, we record them and we post them in the community. So those are always accessible for you as review as well, if you were there and you want to review it, or if you missed it. And about the community partner work and how it's so important, Lauren and I met each other previous to this, but we took a nonviolent communication class together years ago, and we were partners, and that really forged a strong bond between us of support and curiosity.
Yeah, you could be creating an online course community with your integration partner from Wake the Talk Up. You could find your new work wife. It's pretty cool. 2 other things we didn't mention, I'll just pop them in, as we provide very scripted integration guidance to help assimilate the learnings. Some people like to think about it as homework. So that looks like journaling prompts, questions for reflection, questions to explore with your partner. And then finally, we also have a one-on-one session with Allison and myself that everyone has as part of their intensive online course experience. So you can dive really deeply in that private container. So that's the nuts and bolts of how the intensive online course works. And we have signups up now. We have a few spots left. If you have any questions about the course at all, you can contact us here on Instagram, through any of our other channels that are referenced in link in bio, and we hope to see you there.